Top of the morning, man. Top of the morning. You know who it is, who it should be, aka J Cass, better known now as Trucker Jack. Sad days for the Dipset legend, Jimmy Jomo Capo Jones. Looked like he's breaking in his own studio. So instead of hearing it from me, y'all already seen the video, but this is just for my people. If you didn't see the video and you're under a rock and you haven't seen the footage of Jomo, the door kicker, like, shout out to all Urban Central. Don't be a sucker and strike my channel. But I'm using your content. Let's go. Hey. He's taking the chair on the wall like.
Yeah, this is getting messy. So now 50 Cent is doubling down to Jim Jones after Jim tried to clown the whole situation with the comedic karate chop martial arts response. And instead of letting it die, 50 Cent just came back with what looks like a full surveillance footage. And when I say footage, I mean multiple clips, hallway angles, timestamps, people walking in and out, kicking, slamming, breaking and entering, the whole setup. Now, 50 is basically posting like this. Nah, I'm not joking. I know who owns this spot. He even name drops the owner and shows a picture with him and said Jim is now damaging the property. But here's where it's getting weird. Jim Jones is calling it his IFC factory. Like, this is his space, his operation, and his spot. Like, he owns it. So now everybody online is asking the same question. Is this really Jim's spot? And why does 50 has access to surveillance footage like a landlord or a building owner?
Oh man, this is bad. Why it seems like we are witnessing before our eyes the downfall of Jimmy Jomo Jones. First, there was no heat in the warehouse. Then there was a video that surfaced that came from his own camp of the woman saying they turned off the electricity. Should she call Con Ed? Then it was the other video when he had Thanksgiving at his place of business and people were getting plates and had coats on and white smoke coming out their mouth because it was cold in the building because of not having no heat. Now we fast forward. They're going on with the show. They clowning 50 Cent saying that he doesn't have the right to do a documentary on Diddy and it was in bad taste. And you know, once you ravel a petty person like 50 Cent, this is the type of shit that's going to happen. Now, 50 Cent pulled a power move on you, linked up with your landlord that you owe from $80,000 to $180,000. Now you can't even get in your own place of business because you didn't do proper business. You didn't handle your business. Now all your equipment is in that building, and what you doing right there is breaking and entering because you was already served paperwork for an eviction. The eviction was stapled or taped to the door that you're kicking. So now you about to cause yourself to have some charges trumped on you. Like, make this make sense. Jomo, you're falling apart. And then another thing, let me add, and then we're going to go back to all Urban Central. You have 3 other business partners. One of them got a bag. I don't know how much Mano got, and I don't know how much Dave East got. But why they not kicking on the show? Now, mark my words. They're going to walk away and leave Jomo for dead. Watch. They not gonna pitch in on no 80 grand. They're gonna look at him like, yo, bro, you accumulated that shit before we got on the show. Watch.
We cut the lights on.
Nasty work.
What's up? Hi. Yeah, I'm good. No, it's mine. My God. What you talking about? We're not supposed to be urgent. Huh? You cut the lights off.
David! You sound like the ATF when they close the door.
What's up? What happened? Yeah, I'm good. No, it's mine. My property. All right? No.
And if this is really a legit break-in or property damage situation, then why not call the police? And if this is really a legit break-in or property damage situation, then why not call the police?
You just said that. This is crazy. This is nasty work, man. And like literally, they can't have him arrested. They literally can have him arrested. I don't know what the hell going on with the sound. They shut the sound off. Yo, he waving at the camera. Yo, Jomo is crazy. You see how he waving at the camera? Listen, I would be tight too, but you knew this was coming. This ain't rocket science. You already had an eviction notice a month prior. You knew this was coming. You should have did like most people do when they know they got an eviction coming. They get their shit up out that studio, or they get their stuff up out their apartment or the house they renting or whatever. And then, why would you do all that building up to somebody else's property where they can strong arm you like this? Now you piss 50 off, and he done linked up with your landlord, paid him some bread to be a partner. Now he really is your damn landlord.
Or at least take him to court.
Look.
I mean, why is this playing out on Instagram like it's an episode of Power?
Hey!
But 50 posting it like a man who has real access. So what is it really? Is Jim Jones still balling and just playing into the jokes? Or is 50 really applying pressure in real life the same way he does on TV by controlling the narrative, the receipts, and the timing? And that's why the story's going viral, because it's not just 50 trolling Jim anymore. Now it looks like a power move, and it looks like the power shifted into 50's hand. 50 is basically saying, I know the owner, and I see what's happening in that building, and I got all the receipts. Meanwhile, Jim is moving like it's content, comedy, and cap. Either way, 50 ain't just trolling no more. He posting like a dude with camera fees, building ties, and a Monday deadline. And if more footage drops, this might actually go from funny to federal landlord energy real quick.
Hey!
So just let me know what y'all think. Is Jim really running that spot, or is 50 exposing something bigger?
Crazy, bro. It's not looking good, man. It's like you can't even feel sorry for boy because of the nonsense he's doing. I needed a toothpick. What is she doing?
Dishes.
Oh, no, seriously, I need a toothpick. Oh, you saw it.
So damn spoiled.
How did we get to this point?
I know the landlord.
How did we get to this point of 50 Cent owning the damn building? Imagine you beefing with a nigga and he buys your podcast.
Nasty work.
50 Cent posted up this picture with the dude Sam, the owner of Jim Jones's IFC studio, that the landlord that apparently he owed money to, and he says, Sam is my partner. I own the joint. Now you're going to fix every door you kick, or I'm going to kick your ass, Jimmy. By Monday, you're destroying my property. And post up all of this extra bonus footage from different angles of Jim Jones trying to kick in the door of the property that he told the lady in the hallway was his property, but apparently it's not his property. I think the funniest thing is seeing Cuz with the Dipset jacket or coat rather, walking up behind him like, damn, where's the set at? Where's the set, Jim? You got to kick the shit down. You got the donkey kick the joint. I told you want to do all them kicks. You should have started a Kickstarter. And this falls in line with the audio of 50 Cent and the landlord talking with the landlord explaining to 50 how much money Jim Jones actually owes him.
Want to rent it. And I said, okay, fine. Right? He's been saying this for since October. And he keeps trying to build it, but he won't sign the lease. He's like, I don't like these terms. I want 6 months of build out and ridiculous bullshit. We also have a partnership agreement where half of what he's building now, his media, belongs to us. But he won't tell us how much he's making and doing all these things. So half of the content he's creating, if you want to buy that too, I'll sell you half the company. He's not a business. He's insane. To me, it's worth very little to nothing. But if it works out for you, I just throw that in as a sweetener. Okay, so what I'm trying to say is he's in the lease with me. Right now he owes, I'm going to say it in a short way, at least 80,000, if not 180,000.
And all this craziness, let's revisit yesterday's reaction to this initial news.
He cut the lights off. You're not supposed to, you heard Jim? Huh? He cut the lights off.
FBI, open up.
What's up? What happened? Yeah, I'm good. No, it's mine. It's my property. All right? You gotta talk about it.
Yo. Them boy gonna tell the lady down there, she here. That's just like if I'm in a building and I reside there or I got a business there and I hear some damn kicking and banging, I'm gonna stick my head out. I'll be like, yo, everything all right? How you gonna tell her if you got a problem, call somebody? Listen, we are witnessing. Remember, there's a saying, be careful how you treat people when you're on your way up. Because on your way down, you're going to be the laughing stock of the town. You're going to make yourself look like a total idiot for the world to see. This is what we're witnessing with Jim Jones right now. Somewhere along the way, he treated people poorly. He done business wrong. And now the karma comes back. This is what I try to tell you. Karma comes back for everybody. Even Jay Cass got his own karma. You understand what I'm saying? When I was out here humping around like Bobby Brown, I had a chick lie and say that, try to sue me for emotional distress. Yeah. Because I didn't want to be with her no more. So she literally took me to court for emotional distress. That's the karma for me doing what I was doing. I had one chick lie and said I hit her back in the day. Karma because of what I was doing. So when you treat people a certain way or you act and do stuff a certain way, just know karma comes back. Now see where 50 Cent needs to be careful at, and you're hearing it here first, because I know people don't think outside the box. They stay within the frame of the picture. You heard? I think outside the picture. I look at the landscape. I look at the wall outside the picture. 50 Cent gonna fuck around because he's flexing his muscle. He's the king troll for the past 10 years, gotta give 50 something that he can't get rid of. He giveth, he will taketh away. God can give 50 Cent cancer. Your money can't fix that. See, he needs to be careful because you're purposely taunting people. You just was talking about Little Kim's performance, but then you praise who was it? And everybody was like, you praising her performance, but you shitting on Little Kim? Like, he needs to be real careful, man, because like I'm telling you, when you the bully and you push around your power like that, something else can happen outside the box. Your shows might get canceled or you know what I'm saying, it might be something just totally different. So you can't keep being out here being a bully. You gotta respect the atmosphere, Fifth. We all know you got money and we know you can do this and do that, but now you're doing too much, bro. Like, say Jim crashes out. Say he do the ultimate crash out. He catch you slipping somewhere and he ends your life, like, because you're trying to end his. A lot of things can happen, Fifth. You need to just relax, focus on Shreveport and getting that up, like, and be the next Tyler Perry. Why are you messing with people beneath you, bro? You up here already. You up there. Why are you messing with Jomo? Jomo is nowhere near on your level. Keep playing stupid games, you're going to win stupid prizes. You heard it here first. Trench is certified. Jake Cass. Let's get it. This is bad. Everybody around.
This is wild. Okay, ladies and gentlemen. So today we have Jim Jones kicking down the door or attempting to kick down the door at the IFC studios that he was leasing or renting rather after being evicted. Now, somebody on Jim's team got to be snitching because I don't know how 50 Cent gets footage of everything. At this point, 50 Cent must got my birth on video. 50 Cent posted up this video. He says, damn, bro, this wouldn't happen if we was friends. Want to be friends? I don't know. Let's rap about it. LOL. Now, just to show even a little bit more, we have the paperwork right here. It says, notice to IFC Management LLC, Joseph Jones, posted at 780 East 133rd Street, first floor, Suite 202 and Suite 204, 789 East 132nd Street, first floor, 791 East 132nd Street, first floor, Bronx, New York. Lease agreement dated December 17th between Sandy Sun LLC, Han Dynasty Bronx, maybe, Three Sons Holding LLC, and blah, 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 blah. Y'all can read the shit. Take notice as follows. The tenant was served a 15-day notice of default dated January 5th, 2026, which expired on January 22nd, 2026, and a 5-day notice of termination dated February 10th, which expired on February 17th, 2026. 2, the tenant's tenancy at the premises has been terminated. 3, that pursuant to landlord's rights under the lease, including paragraph 17 of the lease and is set forth in the termination notice, landlord has elected to re-enter and take possession of the premises and has peaceably recovered possession of the premises. The tenant may make arrangements with landlord to coordinate the retrieval of tenant's property from the premises. That should tenant, sorry, y'all, the picture is small over here, so I'm trying to read these little ass letters. That should tenant attempt to enter the premises, change the locks, or seek to retrieve his property or cause any third party to do so without the landlord's express permission, landlord reserves the right to prosecute the same as the trespass and pursue all available remedies. 6, that to coordinate the retrieval of tenant's property from the premises, contact, blah, 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 blah. 7, that this notice is not intended to and does not set forth all the rights, claims, and remedies of the landlord, all of which, pursuant to the lease, at law, and in equity, we are expressly reserved. Jesus Christ. I couldn't make the picture but so big so I could look at it. Jim Jones must have skipped leg day. Well, actually, it looked like that second door he was able to get open and they went in there. But they said it was multiple locations in the same building. But this is crazy. I don't know how 50 Cent got this. He want to kick down the door. He should have started a Kickstarter to help pay for this studio. I mean, what's going on that 4 rappers can't help to pay this rent? Now, granted, I don't think Mano, Fab, and Dave East necessarily was like on the lease as well. I don't think that they really had anything to do with it. I think they was just helping out Jim as far as the podcast go. But 50 Cent is out here collecting W's like it's a side hustle. I swear nobody is safe. I don't know how he keeps getting this information, but for real, Jim Jones is over here kicking the door like Roach from next Friday. I swear, man, this is bad. It's definitely somebody in Jim's camp giving 50 the information. Like, not only does he have the security footage, but he also has the paperwork to go along with it. And then you heard Shawty come down the hallway asking if he was okay or something about the property. He was like, nah, this is my property. No, it's not your property. It can't be your property. How does 50 Cent get this footage within 24 hours?
If I had a machine that could travel through time, I would go back some years with a Mac and a 9.
Stop, listen. Stop asking stupid questions. He took a picture with the landlord. Obviously, that's a stationary camera. That's regular surveillance in the hallway. That's how he got the footage, my guy. The landlord gave it to him. Come on, man. That's how he got the footage. Now, the other stuff at Jim's warehouse, those you could tell people was holding their phones and was filming. Yeah. He got a rat inside of his can, you know? It's crazy, man. Crazy. It's just not looking good, man. Everybody's talking about this. You got served eviction notice. You got served to vacate the premises. And the landlord was able to take repossession of his property. Like, falling off, bro. Cool. And what are your partners saying? They ain't even trying to help you, brother. That's the sad thing about it. That's the crabs in the barrel mentality right there. They're like, hey, this is all about Jim. You ain't hear Mano, Fab, or Dave East give a statement about this video yet. But they supposed to be his partners. Let's rap about it podcast partners. Make it make sense. Told you, people are suckers in real life. And they not gonna help me. They're gonna be like, yo, man, that's your bills, brother. They're not gonna help you. I was trying to get different people's perspective on this situation, information that they might know that we don't know. So we're gonna check out this Uncasa lookalike, this ugly dude with the glasses, because you know I like to give people views. I don't give a damn. At the end of the day, God is only gonna give me what I deserve. So we're gonna hear from ugly men.
I gotta keep it real. I gotta keep it 10,000. It just seems to get.
Oh, and this boy right here made millions when he was hustling. Said he made millions in the street. Jay Cass was in the streets, and I ain't never said I made millions. I said I was a G a day type of dude. That's $5,000 a week. But this bozo right here said he made millions, but can't show us no receipts or any foreigns or anything. Like, you know, people from New York, we like to pose up near our whips. He can't show us But anyways, he does have good commentary because I'm not a hater. But in real life, he know what I'll do to him because we had words before on 10 Toes podcast like 4 years ago. You know what I mean? Me and this bozo had words. So he know what I'll do to him in real time.
It worse and worse every day for Jim Jones. Or rather, every hour that passes by. Because 50 Cent is relentless. He's not letting up on Jim Jones.
And ever since he did that appearance where it was him, 050, and the Booty Bandit, Hassan, on Vlad TV, and 50 Cent and Uncle Murder and Yayo was there, he's been glazing 50 Cent. He's been having 50 Cent Jones all down his throat ever since then. Pause.
How do you get your enemy out of here? That you created. This one is wild, y'all. We definitely got to talk about this one.
The wind is blowing out.
Let's talk about it.
This is Harlem Legend, no cap, no trap, no trap. Oh, this is Harlem Legend, no.
From the Harlem Legend TV, man. Do me a favor, please. Smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, hype this video up, y'all. Make sure we hit that algorithm. I need y'all help. I appreciate everybody that's been supporting the page and the channel, supporting the videos. Yo, let's keep it going, man. That's a fact. But this one gets a little nasty. We got to get right into this one, y'all, because we understand now. Yeah, we definitely understand now. The IFC has definitely got a notice. Okay? Yeah, let's call it what it is, y'all. They got a notice to vacate property. So this whole time, we've all been under the impression that Jim Jones, Capo, he owns this property. But now we have 50 just like relentless. He's not letting up, y'all. 50 Cent is this is nasty work. Let's not forget, okay? He released the to take back property notice. You already know what it is. Jim Jones apparently was not paying his bills. But things seem to get a little worse for the rapper himself, the Harlem finest, Bronx finest, whatever you want to call him, Jim Jones, because 50 Cent is just relentless. And he actually has all the footage for the IFC factory, y'all. You know why? Because he became cool with Sam. Those of you that don't know Sam, he's the landlord. He's the person that owns the building. I gotta keep it real. I gotta keep it 10,000. This is wild because 50 Cent is now releasing different angles in the building. Yeah, he's releasing different angles in the building. Pay attention, y'all.
Damn.
We cut the lights off.
This is Jim Jones apparently causing damage to somebody else's property because we all know he's being evicted.
He cut the lights off. We're not supposed to, you heard, Jim? Huh? He cut the lights off.
50 Cent is relentless, ladies and gentlemen. He's releasing all kind of footage from around the building. Yo, Joe Mo might be going to jail. Yo, correct me if I'm wrong. He might be going to jail, y'all. It might not look good for the rapper. Yeah. And to make things worse, oh, Lord, Jimmy, to make things worse, okay, to add insult to injury, 50 Cent didn't stop there, y'all. Yeah, he didn't stop there because 50 Cent apparently bought the building from up under him, becomes great friends with the landlord. And look what he says, y'all. Sam is my partner. I own the joint. Now y'all gonna fix every door you kick, or I'm gonna kick your ass, Jimmy. By Monday, you're destroying my property. If this ain't one of the most diabolical things that I have seen in all my years of living, okay? I understand the 48 laws. I understand them very perfectly. And that's what 50 is doing here, y'all. See, a lot of y'all might be offended out there about what 50 Cent has displayed here. Some of y'all might call him a little kid. Y'all might say, this is disgusting, 50. But in the 48 laws, you don't give your enemy any inch of power. You don't let them come up at all. Yeah, so therefore, the rest of the IFC is suffering. Let's Rap About It podcast. They're going to have to find a whole new situation because 50 Cent is saying now he is partners. Okay, this is a very strong statement, y'all. Sam is my partner. I own the joint. Now y'all going to fix every door you kick, or I'm going to kick your ass, Jimmy. By Monday. Destroying my property. Look, he's with the owner, ladies and gentlemen. This one is like it just runs deep because I don't want to hear y'all get in there. Yeah, we should all be working together. They try to kick a black man down. Why y'all wasn't in the comment section when Jimmy, Mano, Davies, and Fabulous was shooting at 50 Cent? I gotta keep it real. We gotta keep it one way. At the end of the day, they were shooting at him too. They shot down his Diddy situation. He made millions off of, allegedly. I don't count pockets, but they were shooting his shit down too. Now 50 Cent actually has the reins on Jim Jones. What do y'all think is going to happen here? What do y'all think this is going to turn out to be? Because according to this, I mean, he's been kicked out. At the end of the day, he got to get all his shit up out that factory. Yeah, he got to get all his stuff up out of there. And 50 Cent is saying, I'm the new owner. Me and Sam, we work together. I mean, first of all, would you even want to work under somebody's roof like a 50 Cent? And I'm going to tell y'all why Jimmy is crashing out. I'm going to be real. I'm going to tell y'all why Jim Jones is crashing out, y'all. Because he paid a lot of money for this building. As far as, I don't know if he's been paying his rent. I'm not saying the rent situation. But as far as putting all these aesthetics and stuff like that in the building and different superstars and people popping out to come holler at him and see him, man, he put a lot into this building, y'all. See, rule number one when you're doing business, you never decorate nobody else's shit. I'm going to say that again. When you doing business, don't decorate nobody else's shit. Because from far from where I'm sitting, it looks like Jimmy tried to strong arm. Okay, and that might not be the case, y'all. That may not be the case. But when you sit back and really pay attention to what's going on and 50 Cent releasing all of these different things, it seems like Jimmy tried to do that mid-2000s shit, early 2000s. extortion. Allegedly. I gotta say allegedly, y'all. See this Korean, Chinese, Japan. I don't know where this guy's from. But a lot of times, our culture try to take advantage of certain dudes. I gotta be real. And we all know 50 to be the ultimate businessman because I've never heard an actor come out except for Ghost because he didn't get the money he wanted going into the next episodes. I will say that. But there's rarely anybody from G Unit, from anywhere that comes out unless they get on his bad side. But I seen what he did for Uncle Murder. Yeah, you ain't got a house? All right, we going house shopping tomorrow. I get it. 50 Cent will definitely pay more to get his enemy out the way. I mean, hey, at the end of the day, that's the art of war, y'all. Let's stop being little girls out here. We are all grown men. And when somebody shoots at you, what are you doing? Are you shooting back? Or are you doing the ultimate and going to the landlord? This is wild. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. I'm shocked. Because the landlord is actually rocking with 50 Cent, which puts, hey, look, we got to call it what it is, which puts Mano, Fabulous, Davies, and the used to be the owner, Jim Jones, out on the street. Look, man, I don't make the news. I just break the news down. Y'all get down in the comment section and let me know how y'all feel. Did 50 Cent do him bad, another black man? Or did he just simply get rid of his enemy? A dude that he know flip-flops, doesn't take care of his people. Come on, we gotta be real. It's very rare you see dudes down with Jim Jones that's eating. So if you're not taking care of your people, you damn sure ain't taking care of your bills, my G. But hey, who am I? It's your boy E or you, aka the Harlem Legend, man. Get down in the comment section. Let me know how y'all feel about this. Did 50 Cent basically cut the water off? Because this is how this is looking right now. Jim Jones is in a tight spot. Pause. No Diddy. Especially when 50 Cent actually hooks up with the owner. You know the owner got some paper too. You heard? This is nasty, y'all. Get down in the comments. Let me know how y'all feel. Smash that like button. Subscribe to the channel. Make sure you.
I ain't trying to be funny, but boy ugly, man. Pause. Like with that bag you getting from doing content on, get a new look, get a new set of frames, cause you look like a bullfrog, man. Anyways, Jomo, man, Jimmy, it's just looking bad for you out here, man. You know what I mean? And for and your lady, where's Chrissy at? She ain't sticking up for you. What is Mano's take on this? Like none of them is speaking up for you. Like, where's your brother's keeper? You know what I'm saying? What happened to am I my brother's keeper?
This is the fruit of our hard work, the belief in the entrepreneurial spirit, the new American dream. A toast. A toast to my family in life until death. Happy New Year. Happy New Year. To CMB, on and on. Am I my brother's keeper?
Yes, I am.
Am I my brother's keeper?
Yes, I am.
Am I my brother's keeper?
Yes, I am.
Yes, I am.
So where the fuck is Mano at? Where is Mano at? Why is he not stepping up for Jim? He's supposed to be his brother's keeper. Where is Mano?
Check this out. Sometimes, like, when dudes that you paying, and it's like I'm building a relationship with the people that you paying, and they got arms, they got the license. Sometimes I get into a mode with a nigga, and I whisper to the nigga and say, "Tonight I want to see you use that gun."
You whisper that?
The fuck is?
Yo, man,
can we get a timeout? This is.
We need a commercial break. We need a commercial break.
That's the craziest.
That's one of the craziest ones I've ever heard in my life.
Gun is a pause. 30-second commercial break.
I see you use that gun tonight. It's commercial break worthy.
They hit him with the pause on that. But anyways, where's these guys at? Where they at? You have 3 other co-hosts. Where they at? You know what I'm saying? Why they not stepping up for Jim? Why they not putting up a bag for Jim? Why they not helping out Jim? Where they at? This was what, 3 days ago? I don't want no intro.
Because football is known as America's favorite sport, right? America's pastime. Yeah, that's football. So it's like, you know how that goes, man. I mean, it is what it is. But he still did the best numbers of all Super Bowls, right? Mm-hmm. But you know the thing about music is that you don't always understand the words, right? It's music that you hear, that you listen to. It's a vibe. It's a vibe. It's energy, like
the energy of the music. Sometimes I've heard a lot of music that I don't know what it's saying, but it's got a good vibe.
Besides that, is way more Spanish speaking countries than it is one American speaking country.
For sure.
And it's not a city in America that ain't got a heavy Latino. Yeah, so that
100%.
That's, you know what I mean.
Listen, I got put on a Bad Bunny years ago by a stripper in Canada.
In Canada,
funny, a stripper always putting you on a song. What is that? What is it?
Why are you always consoling?
Story right there. Why does
these
strippers
women
always
at the
put
night
you
at a
on
time, fellas?
They can show up for the podcast, right? But they can't show up for their homie in need when he in need. To see where his mental at, they trying to take that boy's studio. Why none of these guys is stepping up to the plate? I'm telling you, they're gonna run. They're not gonna put up a bag to help pay that $80,000. That's now $180,000. They're not gonna put up that bag to help Jim out. They're gonna run. They're gonna vacate the premises. They're gonna make sure they don't leave nothing behind and leave Jimmy to clean up the mess. Watch, because that's what true suckers do. They not their brother's keeper. I'm signing off on that. This is Trenches Certified J-Cast, better known now as Trucker J. Man, subscribe to the channel. 100. I'm gone.